Today we're going to have a look at level 23 in the Pandeia Project DLC of Train Valley 2. This one's called New Babylon. We have 22.5 minutes, we have to avoid train crashes, and we have to build 3 or more tunnels. Okay, so we have workers, my first look at this one, we have workers to the top right, workers to the left, workers to the bottom, workers to the middle. We're already starting on 6-seater trains, and I can see the first thing's divisible by 6 for the 2 guys down the bottom, but not for the guy at the top. So this is probably what it wants us focusing on first. You're starting with a lot of money too. So let's get this guy. Like that. This rubber's going to be what he needs to make this. And which means I can upgrade all these trains straight away, but I won't. We want this guy to get sand. Now I can see that the sand is telling us 87. Like that, so they can both connect. So it's a really weird number, but it must be the total amount that we need. So I don't mind that in games like this one where it'll just tell you this is exactly how many of that thing we're going to need. But let's start off with just sending 6s from these 2 guys. I just heard the sound of a number. So we've got B over here. We've got G there. So I guess that's the 2 that we need to start with for this. How do we get B to G? We're going to need to start with a bridge immediately. So here's probably where our money is about to get spent. Ends up on that side. We can't afford it yet, but I feel like we can afford it incredibly soon. We just have some of these trains arrive. Let's blow all our money on to avoid this stop. Although that stop's going to open very soon anyway. There's 82,000. Let's go crazy. Zoom in at this end. Can he even get around to that guy? Dead ending there. Oh, there we are. 24,000 is what we need. Okay. We also have just gotten access to this guy too. Well, we can do it the quick way, or we can do it the right way. Great. So let's go. Let's send that guy along. Only 12,000 as well, not really much making from that. So we've sent enough guys both ways that we can fill the amount that we need. So let's then start to send that back, and we'll send this way because then we can make these and then get rid of our 6-seater trains. We'll push these guys on a little bit, our letters, just to try and get them done as quick as we can. So I realize that if we upgrade the trains before we send them, we will make more and they will move faster too. But we do have enough money now that we can upgrade all of the trains that we now have. Whereas if we push them along, we'll suddenly get a few more locations that'll make it more nightmarish. I don't know. There's a location somewhere. Surely there's one there. Okay, so that's that guy done. We then just need 2 lots of this heading this way. We'll upgrade that train and we'll send G on a 7-seater. Make 2 extra 1,000. These two guys arriving. Start to send them. I mean, we can upgrade this guy because he can only carry the 6 anyway. Great, is that guy done? Okay, so next up. Who needs what? This guy, he needs a bridge. Gonna take him to a location that he can come out this way. He goes there. And I've designed this in a way that does not work for that corner, so let's get rid of those. And he comes in like that. Put that guy out of the way. Let's send at least 14 guys up that way. But we can now see the amount of guys that everyone wants everywhere. So let's continue those sort of quotas. Go for a 4th train because suddenly a lot of money. Okay, so let's just do a real quick little push with these guys. D. Alright, so there we go. We've now got our next one. But what we can do... And both can come that way, great. Let that go flat just so that other guy can connect to it. Put across. And come down the hill to here, but he can't turn right. So we go that way and then zoom in here to make sense of this. He comes in to go left, then that guy can connect like that, and this guy can connect like that. It's messy, but we can work it out later. We got then this guy connecting that. No, that guy connecting not at all at the moment. Alright, let's smash this out. So I'd say instead it's meant to be that this guy comes along like that. This guy goes that way. This guy connects there. Everyone's a little bit happier. Great. Okay. We'll let these two guys come down the hill. We will send... What are we up to over there? So he's 28. I'd say that's more than enough because we already used 18, assumingly, of what we originally needed. But it does mean we can send this guy down in this bit. This guy can continue to go to sand. And we can send 2 lots of guys from here over that way. Okay. Now, let's go this guy out. Let's get another one there. Great, same thing. They're going to come out that way, so we're just going to tell them to go that way. Okay, this is where we're going to do a real quick push to try and clear all these guys out so we don't have any backlog. It's much easier from B because we've just got to change this one point here. Got someone new. H all the way at the back over there. Down that way. Okay, let me figure out our path for H. I assume it's going to be a bridge, which can then span off this way. One square sooner. We'll just cut straight across because they don't really need to actually interact as two lines. He's going to go up that way, so this guy's going to come down this way. He's going the wrong way. I just can't have train crashes. Oh, so then we'll tell this guy to flip around probably too soon. And that's our 20. So we don't need to sort of like push any of the trains anymore. Everyone is now just going to sit there, but I mean, we'll try and clean them out right now anyway to allow us to delete those tracks. So we can flip that guy that way. I've done it again. Let this guy go the wrong way. Stop him there. Flip him around. Now he's going to follow that all the way up that way. So with this shift, while we're next going to move... Now what we'll do next is we'll get this guy out because he's going to flow the same way that we've currently got trains flowing. And once he's out of the way, we can start to send workers up and continue on what we were doing. This guy goes that way. Send that guy. And what we'll do is we can demolish that because no one is going to go to G at all anymore. These guys are going to come button go that way. Gone, and then we can demolish all of that uncertainty. Now just give this bridge to these guys. Demolish that. I would probably say we want to demolish that too. We'll bring this more into like a clean connection for that guy. While those guys are going past, let's get 28 guys here. Continue to send workers down this way. We've just made a bunch of money, so let's get another train. All this. And then what we can do is we can demolish that bridge and all of that. Those guys are now separate, out of our way. Now we do need to build 3 tunnels in this, so I think we need to sort of keep that in mind. Let's get this guy connected. I don't think there's anything else that we can really do to have... Like, that's how that guy's going to have to connect. But I guess if we went up and around, does that mean that we can get this guy to slot in? He's only going to be able to face the one way? Okay. Tunnels, where can we put tunnels? We can put a tunnel through the middle there. I can't even see a location for a 3rd tunnel. I wonder if we delete a tunnel. Like, so for example, if I went delete, and then I went add, 2nd tunnel. Got enough money to do it, so let's just be dumb. Let's just go 3 tunnels. So I don't forget, just in case whatever that is I don't need later. I feel like I will. There's a bridge spot over there. Okay. Also know I'm going to need a lot of money at some point. Okay, so that's 14. He's 21. This guy we've probably got enough at now, so we can start to send them. Still feel like we need a bunch more guys up this way. It's his 28. Okay, well, let's have a look at what we need. This guy here is going to be our next need for this one. He's saying he can hold 28. So all of that wood that we've made there is going to end up this way too. So let's send him over there. This guy here is saying that he's going to need slabs. So slabs are being made here. You're going to need to come down this hill. They're going to go around the back, or what's happening on that side? So we've got this bridge location there. But what happens if we just sort of... There's a tunnel location. There's our tunnel. How much is that going to cost us? Bet you think I feel real dumb now for the way that I spent on my tunnel, don't you? Alright, so... Yep, still send those guys. Let's keep sending these guys. Four guys up that way. I think I probably need to make more sand still as well. Two more lots of guys this way. Okay, that's enough for a tunnel. So let's get zoomed back in over here. Let's build that guy in. Cool, and then see that comes out this side. Another bridge location. Cool. Not fought him yet. Be our last lot of workers going this way. And we can follow them up with these. Okay. This guy up here is done. Get things connected. Let's send 49 glass is what we're going to need. So we're going to need at least one more of these guys to be delivered to glass. So we can then build our bridge there, like that. He gets to there, and then we build a second one that goes 17 to there. He comes down the hill. Or connects that way. Comes lovely down this hill. Got to figure out how to connect these guys together. But also he can come this way, right? Surely. Great. Okay. So continuing to send guys this way. We're then going to send... Let's just get this guy all on the move. So we want to send 7 lots of trains that way. Sort of doing this in a bulk seems to resolve the amount that they're telling us we can make. It's 4 trains on their way. 5. Six. 7. I'm not 100% sure if I've got enough guys here, so I'm going to send one more lot. Build a bridge there. We'll get that guy connected. Because he's going to need 14 sand too, which means that we need to send more guys because we still don't have yet enough sand made. I'm going to send these guys down to back up the sand we've just created. The guy that I've just sent, we're actually going to pivot. We're going to get him to go start the 49 up here that we need. This guy we're going to send down to here. The other half of this, the ore, is what we've got made up here. We need 49, so we've already got that covered. This guy's still going. It does mean that while we're waiting for workers to be made, we can still be moving around like bunches of goods. And that's 7 trains worth of those guys. Right, that's all the glass that we should need. It's 14, he's 21, he's 28, he's 35, he's 42, he's 49. Got 21, he's 28, this is 35, it's 42. Same. No, we need 35 guys here, so let's just take advantage of that while we've got them. And we need 14 that'll end up over here, so let's get them moving too. This is the last lot of guys. I don't know why I suddenly pivoted to needing to do these guys while I've still got these guys that need to be delivered. Alright, so then we can send 14 of these guys that way. These 7 down here and up the hill. This guy, we are going to have to figure out how to send this way. So let's maybe clear out everything that we can get rid of out of this. So we need 14 of these heading all the way over here and up into the chair. And then we need 14 of these just being delivered down here. That's 28 workers that we're getting in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to demolish the entrance for this guy. What we're going to do is we're going to send this guy up. That'll be our new look entrance for this guy to allow him to go. So we're going to send him up this way. He'll end up in there too. We'll send 21 guys from here. I hate doing that. 21 guys from here into the school buses. Where is your entrance? This side. So you're the one that needs to go that way. Okay. It's not that we particularly have any available trains this minute. What we need to do is we'll keep sending these guys up. Buy another train. Let's get guys moving while we need them moving. So this guy. Send him up that way. He's going to go down that hill. And we need 14, so we need 2 guys to end up down there. Okay, so we then need fires coming this way that end up in here, so we need 3 lots of those. Where are the slabs? Alright, this thing I've been working on for the last few minutes. Anyone in there? As these guys go past, we can send 2 more lots of workers. And then also send 3 lots of glass down here too. Okay, now this is where we're going to need to start spending big money. You go both ways. Great. Definitely going to accidentally have someone get delivered in here. I've got that facing that way. Blind corner. So we also need to get workers arriving in here. Need glass going up this way. Got 2 lots of glass going down that way. Alright, so we need 1 more lot of guys. Get in there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to send a whole bunch of guys from down here. I'll get them to go be delivered in here because we need 21, 28, 35. So let's send 3 lots of guys from this one since this guy's sort of a struggle to have numbers. Okay. Chairs. This guy at the top needs a chair. So send a chair. We have 7 minutes left at this point. This guy needs bricks too, so let's start working on that. Where are the bricks? Oh, we haven't even started them. Okay, so let's flip these guys that way. Okay, then we want to send these guys down the hill and get them in here. Yeah, that's 28. That's 35. The remaining 14 of these need to come down over this way. These guys can start going over here. Do it in that way. Then send these guys down here and get delivered there. Okay, so then he needs 14 school buses. He needs 7 school buses. This guy needs building materials too, so we're going to need the first 14 coils delivered to, I would say. We also need school buses having that delivery. Let's send 7 more guys down this way. Board this again. So let's get them out of the way down here. We are breaking the road right now. that now can't connect. Okay, so I guess to get this stuff here, we have to go the long way around. We're going to demolish this mess. And seemingly fix it incredibly easily. Perfect. Okay, where are our coils? So our coils started up here. We're going to send the first lot. They're going to go down the hill this way. Send the second lot. We're going to send these two to the far edge because it's the harder point to get to. I'm going to destroy that so they don't blow up. Then we are going to send these guys as soon as they're ready. Eventually I could have sent them even faster than that just so they even got started. I'm going to send this guy down this way to keep the electricity on. Yeah, those guys are being made real fast. I don't even know why I need... Oh, there's the other 7 up there. Okay. Ready for that guy. Great. There he goes. This one we're going to send... We want to have a bit of a break between the two. Lots of bricks we send because they will... bounce back if they aren't. So we'll just give it a second. We'll let this guy cross over first. We'll send more guys down this way. Make sure we don't accidentally send him the wrong way. Great. Okay, so now we need to send this guy out. He is headed the long run, so this guy is going all the way over to that one to be a delivery. 3 minutes. I'm going to send this guy and that guy. So this guy goes... No, not there, sorry. He goes up this way. I think we're well on track at the moment. Really funny, I think they possibly like only ended up building 2 tunnels anyway. Oh, that water there's now gone, so that was the alternative, that I could have cut through the bottom here, so this guy could have come around that way. It doesn't even need that time gain. Okay, so then we're going to send 14 buses up that way. Haven't failed any of our requirements. Nice. Game time, decently average, slow. Fun's pretty middle of the ground. I'm sure could have had a lot more if I'd just not spent 1 extra tunnel. And real time, pretty good. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later. There.